Now see, for logic, let us solve some other types of problems. The first type of problem is whether the given statement pattern is tautology, contradiction and contingency. I have just taken two examples. We will try to solve those. If you want to decide whether it is tautology, contradiction or contingency, first you have to make two tables for this P and Q. Then you will make bracket this P implies Q. Then you will make this one, that is negation of Q, and then you will make this one P and negation of Q. And if the given statement is suppose A, then we will take that last column as A. Now see, the possibilities are T, 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 F, F, T, F, F. Now it is P implies K. Now you are familiar with that one. It is T, F, T, T. The negation of Q is F, T, F, T. Then P and negation of Q, that means this and this. It is false, it is true, it is false, and it is false. Now this statement together, that means this column and this column, and that means false, false is false, true, false is false, true, false is false, true, false is false, and true, false is false. Now you can observe the last column here. If all the entries are false, then it is called a contradiction. So in this way, it is easy to decide whether the given statement pattern is tautology, contradiction or contingency. So this is, after the table you have to write a statement that all entries in the last column are F, hence the statement pattern is a contradiction. Now suppose we solve second example. Suppose we solve this one. For this one, first you have to break this bracket, P implies Q. Then it is T, F, T, T, that you know already. Then you will make P and P implies Q. And then together P and P implies Q implies Q. Now P and P implies Q means this column and this column. T and T is T, it is false. F and T is false, F and T is false. Now this column implies this column. So T implies T is T, F implies F is T, F implies T is T, and F implies F is T. So you can observe that all the entries here are T, and hence the given statement pattern is a tautology. Okay. Now this is the first type of question where you have to decide it is tautology or contradiction or contingency. Now see the second question. We have seen 2 or 3 examples. Let us see one more example for revision. Logical equivalence, that means normally there are 2 statements. Now here we have taken one example where there are 3 statements. 3 statements are logically equivalent that you want to prove. In this one there are only 2 columns. Suppose first column is P and second column is Q. Then you have to make P implies Q, that is your column number 1, column number 2, column number 3. When you are proving logical equivalence, you have to name the columns, that is 1, 2, 3 and so on. Then P implies Q, this is T, 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 F, F, T, F, F. Then it is T, F, T, T, that you know. Now you should be able to write down the values of P implies Q, obviously. Then second one you want to prove, that is negation. So you have to make negation P. Now as you require negation Q, at the same time you can have negation Q. Then you will make this one negation P or Q. That means this is column number 4, this is column number 5, this is column number 6. And then for this one, negation of Q implies negation of P. So these are your columns. And now you have to fill the columns. Negation of P is F, F, T, T. Negation of P. Negation of Q is F, T, F, T. Now negation of P or Q, that means this column or this column. Negation of P, T, that is T, F, T, or A, so it is T. And now this negation of Q implies, now observe, you have to prove these three things together. Now P implies Q got T, F, T, T, now T, F, T, T, so this should be the same one. Now see here, it is negation of Q, that means this column implies this column, F implies F is T, T implies F is F, F implies T is T, and T implies T is T. So again, if you observe column number 7, you will observe that column number 3, column number 6 and column number 7 all are same, that is identical. So this statement is equivalent to this statement is equivalent to this statement. You can try to prove in the same way. Here are only two statements, P and Q. Third column you will make that one, and then you will make these two columns, and you will observe that these two are logically equivalent. So this is the second type of question that we have seen today, to logical equivalence. Now let us see third type of question. Only I have taken 2 or 3 examples. Now write duals of. Now just recall, what do you mean, how do you write duals? You have to replace and by or by and, capital T by capital F, and small c by small t. Now here it contains only and, or, and. So you have to replace its dual will be negation of P or Q is equivalent to P and Q or negation of P. So you have to just replace this and or by or and. Now see the second one, P or Q and T. Now see this T, capital T means it is two statement. Now P or Q you will write as P, sorry, it is P or Q, so you will write P and Q, then and replaced by or, and then T replaced by capital F, that is false, that is false. Now see the third one, P or T, you will write it as P and, instead of T you will write C, and so R will, C it's a T will, or negation of Q. So it is not that very difficult to write down duals, only you have to remember 3 things, and or they are replaced, small t and small c are replaced, capital T and capital F are replaced. That is the third type of problem that we are seeing. And now last type of problem, use rules of negation to write the negations of. Now do you remember rules of negation? There are 5 rules of negation: negation of conjunction, negation of disjunction, negation of negation, negation of implication, and negation of biconditional or double implies. Now you have to use those rules to write down negations of this given statement. Now you are writing negation of the given statement. Given statement is negation of P and Q into bracket, and negation of Q or negation of R. This is the given statement whose negation you are writing, that will be equal to, or you can write down equivalent to. Now see, this is, if you observe the statement, it is of the type and, that is conjunction type of statement, and the negation rule says that you have to make negation of first statement, negation of second statement, and then you have to make this and to or. So it is negation of P and Q, replace it by or, again negation of Q or negation of R. So you have used the first rule of negation. Now see this is and type of statement, and its negation you are writing, so it is same as negation of P is P, you know that one, and then negation of Q and is and replaced by R, so that will be your first one, or as it is. Then negation of R statement, now it will negation of Q is Q, replace R by and, negation of R is R. So that is how you will write negation of given statement using rules of negation. Now we have one more, P implies it is negation of P implies R and Q. Now first of all you will have to observe the type of statement. It is conjunction type, and this will be considered as first statement and this will be considered as second statement. So your first statement will be negation of this first one, P implies R, and is replaced by R, and then negation of Q. Still you have to make one more step, negation of P implies Q. Here you have P implies Q, it is equivalent to P or not Q. That means now you are writing negation of P implies R, so it will be P and not R. Using this one, its negation, of course, negation of P, negation of P is P, and negation of, here it is R, so R or negation of Q. I think you have one more, you can do it similarly. So this was the fourth type of question. Now you have one more question, write converse, inverse and contrapositive of given statement. Now your given statement will be of the type always P implies Q. So first statement is, if a man is rich, then then he is happy. Now you have to write down first P. What is P? A man is rich. Second statement, Q, he is, man is happy. Now you have to first write down its converse. Converse means you have to change P as Q and Q as P. Your statement will be converse. Q implies P. So you will write statement, a man is happy. If a man is happy, then he is rich. How do you write statement? If a man is happy, then he is rich. Now you have your first statement, that is P implies Q. You have written second statement, converse, Q implies P. Once you write, you know those two statements, the remaining two, inverse and contrapositive, are very easy to write. You have to just put negations in the first given statement, you get the inverse, and you put negations in the converse, you get the contrapositive. So just put what will be the inverse. If a man is not rich, then he is not happy. That is your inverse. And lastly, you have written already this one, if a man is not happy, then he is not rich. So in this way, the converse, inverse and contrapositive you can write. Now you have one more statement, if train reaches on time, then I can catch connecting flight. So this will be your statement P, and this will be your statement Q. So once you know statements P and Q, you can write down the converse, inverse and contrapositive. Now let us see last two types of questions. First one is translate into symbolic form. Now you have to write down these answers to this one in just using statements P, Q, R, whatever it may be, and the connectives, and, or, not, if, then, if, and only. Now see the first one, it is raining and farmers are happy. So for these types of question, you have to first write what is your P, what is your Q, what is your R if necessary, and then you have to write down the symbolic form. It is raining and, that means it is first type of statement that is using and. So this is your P, and farmers are happy, this is your Q. So you will write statement, let P, it is raining, then you write Q, farmers are happy, and then you write symbolic form, this one or this one as P and Q. You have to just write down the answer, but before that one you have to write what is P and what is Q. Now 0 is not a complex number. Now you will observe that this is only one statement, simple statement, where it is not is you observe here. So what will be your P? P will be your 0 is a complex number, and then your statement will be, or symbolic form will be negation of P. What is P? 0 is a complex number. It will have only one statement. Now third one, if surface area decreases, then the pressure increases. Now it is the statement of the type if then, that means it is of the type implication. So this is your P, surface area decreases, this is your P, and pressure increases, that is your Q. So your symbolic form for this one is P implies Q. Now fourth one, a metal expands when it is heated. Now see, observe this one. When it is used, that is the connective, it is not of the type and or if then if and only. No, you have to rearrange the statement. What is the given to you and what is the effect of that one? When metal is heated, then it expands. The statement is of this type. When metal is heated, so that P will be where metal is heated, and the effect of that one, it expands. So that is your Q. Metal expands, and then your statement will be of the type P implies Q. Don't write the statement of the type Q implies P like that. So this is your P and this is your Q. Now next one, demand falls if and only price increases. See, once you observe the connective if and only, it is very easy. You take any statement as P and remaining statement as Q. So suppose you take first statement as P, demand falls, that is your P, and price increases, that is your Q. Then your symbolic form will be P implies and implies Q. So that is the symbolic form of statement number 5. And now see statement number 6. If 4 is odd, then 5 is divisible by 3. So now it is of the type if then, that means the statement symbolic form will be P implies Q only. What is your P? P is 4 is odd, that is your P, and 5 is divisible by 3, that is your Q, and then you will have symbolic form as P implies Q. So I'll just remember one thing, you can easily write down symbolic form, but only writing symbolic form is not sufficient. You have to write what is your P, Q and R. Now see the last question, write the truth values of the following. Now see, sometimes statements will be simple or sometimes statements will be using connectives or compound statements. Now see the first one, 16 is even number and 8 is perfect square. These are two statements, 16 is even number and is used and 8 is perfect square. You have to first identify whether what is the truth value of first statement and what is the truth value of second statement. 16 is even number, that is true. 8 is perfect square, that is false. So your true and false, that is your case. Now what is the truth value of true and false? It is false, that you know. So that means the first statement is false. So using those truth tables, you have to decide truth values of these statements. 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. If and only 3 plus 2 is equal to 7. Now see the if and only if type statement, when both are true the value is true and when both are false the value is true. Now see this one, 5 plus 4 is equal to 9, that is true. 3 plus 2 is equal to 7, that is false. So it is true if and only false, and yet you know its value is false. Now it is not true that I is a real number. Now the phrase it is not true that is used for negation. So it is negation of something. Now you have to find truth value of this one, then reverse of that one will be its truth value of the given statement. Now I is a real number. I think you know that one. I is a complex number. So I is a real number is false statement. So negation of false, that will be your true. So actually it is a true statement. It is not true that I is a real number. Then let us see the last one. The number pi is an irrational number or 1 is a prime number. Now what is the truth value of pi is irrational number? I think you know, everybody knows that pi is irrational number. So this statement is true. And 1 is a prime number, this statement is false because 1 is neither a prime nor composite. So this is false, but it is OR. So when you have OR, one of the statement is true and other is false, the truth value is true. So in this way you can identify truth values of given statements using the rules of the AND, OR, if then, if and only, if and. Now almost all types of questions we have taken for commerce students. Now we'll end here the session for logic. Thank you.